What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeff Bailey. I'm going to do a quick knife review today. So this is a brand that's been out there for a while. I've been kind of sleeping on it. This is a knife from CIVIVI, and this is a Chinese knife manufacturer. I know a lot of you probably are thinking, what good can come out of China? I know that my other video on the Rough Rider knives gets a lot of controversial comments one way or the other. But this is a little bit of something different. This is a company that I believe is in partnership or partially owned by or fully owned by the WE Knives, WE Knives, which is a kind of high-end knife manufacturer out of China. And so these knives are more designed for the mid-grade consumer. You want a quality knife that has some premium features, and you're not looking to pay $200-300 or more, which is if you're out there looking for like a Sabenza or some of the nicer zero tolerances, or even like the Benchmades and stuff like that. You can easily get into those price points. And so they're offering knives here that are, at least from what I've seen so far, pretty nicely made with some of those premium materials at a fraction of the cost. It takes a traditional design element and modernizes it, right? So the clip point blade here, they call this a slip joint. This is the original Appalachian Drifter from CIVIVI. And they called this a slip joint when I bought it, and it kind of is a slip joint, right? So if I'm not going to do anything with a lock or anything. I'm just going to push on the blade, and the joint does slip, snaps shut. Same thing, just opens and clicks into place. It's not a locking blade though, you see. But that's kind of where the similarities to a typical slip joint end. If you look at this knife, there's no back spring, which is clearly unusual. Slip joints normally operate, of course, off a back spring here. This is a detent knife, and I think you can see here the beads in here. So if I break the detent, you're going to be able to see inside the knife there, right here. It's actually a double detent knife, so it's almost like a double liner lock. So if I fold this down more here in the middle, you'll see as this comes to a close, those two detents there, they find right here, they find holes in the blade, and that's how they fall into place. Let's see if you can catch the open there. So see, there they are. I'm sliding it open, and then the liner is pinched on both sides with those ball bearing detents, and that's your lock. But again, there's no lock there, so if I give it a little pressure, pop that right out again. It's a little interesting. It's not a conventional slip joint, but it still kind of works, and you still have to be careful. I've used this and had, if I'm kind of doing a jabbing or something like this, if I twist it just right, I've had it lose. I'd say it's actually probably a weaker detent than like a Great Eastern cutlery or a traditional knife with a back spring. So something to be careful there. But what you do get from that kind of design that you don't get from a traditional is with this very small nub here, you get a front flipper. So if that's something you like, you also get a pocket clip. Clearly that's not part of most traditionals. But if that's something you like, that is kind of a cool feature add. I will say the jimping here on the end of this is pretty rough. Like, I guess they need it for such a small little kind of flipper nub there. It's got to be aggressive for it to work. But it's kind of, you can't like fidget with it like this because you're gonna like get a callus almost. So yeah, take that for what you will. Let's talk materials. So obviously there's some kind of ball bearing detent here. I think this is just a regular pivot. It's adjustable on this side with a Torx screw, probably fixed on this side with their logo. Best I can tell is this is just kind of stone washed steel liner. Yeah, I'm just glancing at the specs. There's nothing more detail there, but the blade on this guy, this particular model, is S35VN. CPM Crucible S35VN. Same material that has been in a lot of the Chris Reeve knives for a while now, and it's stone washed. And it's a handsome stone wash too. I like it. I think it's a good look. It's not shown scratches easily. I have used this knife some for different things, you know, cutting bait, breaking down boxes when it's time to do the recycling, all that kind of stuff. Got kind of a long, you know, nail nick style thing here, which does kind of help give you something to grab if you want to open it this way. Tip up carry with the pocket clip, not reversible, this pocket clip. It only goes here. You could take it off, looks like, if you wanted to. And there's a little back spacer in here with a little groove drilled out here, so you could do a lanyard on this if you preferred. Interesting knife. Handles are a, you know, kind of a tan olive-ish micarta of some kind, and they do have a little bit of machining here to kind of set these off. Now, I will say that looking at their catalog online, there's a lot of variants of this. You can get these with G10 handles. You can get them with two-tone handles here. They sell these with a Damascus blade of some kind. I'm not sure that you can get the S35VN blades anymore. There might still be some in stock different places, but that model's discontinued. They have a newer run of these that they call the Appalachian Drifter 2 that has the Nitro V blades, and I don't have my hands on one of those to tell you what that's like, but that's an option out there. So what do you guys think? Modern knife, traditional knife, somewhere in the middle? What do you think about the Detent, you know, system, the slip joint that they're trying to sell here? It's interesting. I've enjoyed it so far. It cuts really well, nice and sharp out of the factory. And I mean, honestly, the real selling point here is I think I got this for like $85, right? A lot of quality here. You know, with the Detent engaged, it's real solid. You know, here at the spine, it doesn't feel cheap. Everything sits nicely together. The blade centering is a little off center, but not bad. It doesn't rub anywhere. It's a good knife for $85. You know, if I'm just sort of a lay person just getting into knives and I want like one nice knife that I could really use and work and not worry about beating up, I can see where you could buy one of these. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Give me a like if you found something helpful or informative in this video, and I hope everybody has a really great day.